Hey guys, I'm Gabe Garcia with the Rad Company, and with me we have
Jamie Buchanan from Dirty Old Cars and Visual Perfection.
And in today's video, we are recovering a true barn find. All right, Jamie, so you came all the way to Idaho from North Carolina to do a restoration on a barn find, right? Mm-hmm. So without further ado, let me open the door for you. All right, you ready?
I'm ready, man.
Ta-da! What do you think? First impressions?
She's a dirty girl for sure.
She is dirty.
She is a dirty girl, man. She is a dirty girl. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got a lot of rat mess going on over here, which we like.
Check out the interior. Get a feel for what that looks like.
What the world?
Aside from all the rats' nests and cobwebs, it's all there.
Yes, it is truly there. It is like it has just been frozen in time. We have a monster nest up here, man.
Any dead rodents in there?
Yeah, there's actually dead rodents.
This is a one family owned car. This is a 1960 Jaguar Mark II.
I'm gonna be in love, actually.
Are you?
Yes.
You think you'll drive it back to North Carolina?
Probably. Just got to tint the windows before we go. Check the tire pressure. I think we're ready.
Next thing's next. Let's get this thing trailered up and let's get back to the Rad Company. What do you say?
Let's get it. I like it.
Oh no, Jamie.
Look, you're gonna love this, man.
Am I?
You are. And look, I was really thinking now. I know how keen you are on smells. I'm gonna let you do the honors of opening the door, and look, I need a deep breath.
Take it in?
Oh, I'm telling you.
I feel like I'm already taking a lot in right now just looking at this thing. Oh no. This is like biohazard stuff. Oh, stop that. No way. It's funny because this is actually, it doesn't look like that bad of a car, right? I think like we could probably make some magic happen here, but that interior will haunt my dreams. Do you know how to pop the hood on this thing?
I do. I actually do. It's actually on the passenger side.
I think I closed the door and a bunch of stuff came out. Does that door open?
It did.
Get a jack and kind of, there we go. This was in a barn.
Definitely.
Oh no. Oh no. That's a rat's nest right there.
Is that, look, shh. He's still asleep right here. He's sleeping. It's a petting zoo too. Shh.
Oh my, Jamie, what? That is a dead rat.
Yes, I wasn't kidding.
I'm stressed out. Oh my God. It's like Ratatouille and his whole family. Oh man, that smell. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I have a feeling though, I feel like this paint, we can make it, I feel like we can make it shiny. We can make it, like it'd be like patinaed with damage, but it will be shiny and it will look good.
There's one more surprise in the back. It just, since you can't contain yourself, I'll let you open the trunk and then you can check it.
Is there a body in this? There's not a body?
I don't want to give it away, okay? So you just lift it up.
Is there a live animal inside this?
Oh no, you'd heard everybody screaming. So I will tell you it's not alive. It's not alive.
It's whatever it is, it's not alive?
Yes. We have to crawl through it and open it if you close
Oh man. Oh, the nests continue. It's just shit everywhere. There's shit all over the place. There's shit on the carpet. There's shit on the seat. There's shit in the trunk. It's full of shit. Now that I'm shocked, haunted, a little bit of everything in between, Jamie, we have to do some detailing. Let's get started. We are spraying down the car with Multi-Star at 1:1, which is a pretty freaking strong. We wouldn't normally do that, but in this case, we're just trying to melt off as much dirt as we can without having to touch it, and it's working pretty dang well. I think this car is actually going to look pretty decent once we're done pressure washing it. This thing is absolutely filthy, and I think that the Multi-Star is awakening any of that crap, literal crap, that rat crap that was in the engine bay. So anyways, let's continue on. All right, Jamie, so we've made some progress. What's funny is, to the touch, I mean, it's a dirty car still, right? But that did a lot of work.
Yes.
I mean, all that residual just barn dust and filth and all the bugs and everything like that were able to be rinsed off. And really, what I'm feeling now is just really no more than just a normal dirty car. From here, I think the next step is going to be going through with contact wash and actually agitating things. And I think it'll improve a little bit, but really it's not going to have a massive improvement until we actually start polishing and actually start deconning things. I think that going through with some clay products and at least smoothing things out is going to feel pretty good. I think it's going to get rid of some of this residual contamination up top here, because these aren't really, not really etchings. It's just a lot of just stuff, a lot of junk. All these scuffs and stuff like that is going to polish out. It's just the only thing that we can't quite fix is going to be missing paint.
Yeah, you don't want to go as far as 2 or 3 step compounds, because one, it's going to be pretty thin. You can see some of the primer already bleeding through. Yep. So we want it to shine well, but I think that we should actually take the tags off. Yep. That way we're down to everything, so we can make sure that we clean behind everything. And a good I would think that should be an iron eater or buster on the paint, let it soak and set to continue opening the pores of the paint up. Yep. Then we wash that off, and of course I'm already soaking the wheels and tires to wash them again.
Yep.
And we can actually get it clean, then we can clay, and then we can see what we got.
Correct, yeah. We, I guess one tip for everybody is that, like when using an iron remover, if we were to spray that iron remover on when it was completely filthy, it wouldn't have done much. It would have just kind of sat on the surface, we'd have rinsed it off. But now that we've used an APC to break down a lot of that stuff, and we've actually pressure washed it, it's going to be able to do significantly more, right? And I think it would do just as much even if we were to actually contact wash the car first and then respray it again if we wanted to do that, get a little bit more bled out. So Jamie went ahead and sprayed the wheels and tires again with some more Multi-Star, so we'll probably hit those. We still need to figure out what we're going to do with the wheels, but all of this up here, Jamie, is there any helping this chrome?
No.
No?
It is way past gone.
It's way past gone?
Oh, yes.
Can we run just something over it to make it shiny and kind of gone, or do you think it'll make it worse?
Nope, no, we can actually shine it up, but you're going to be shining what you have instead of taking that out. It's already
it's just pitted.
Yeah, it's pitted. It's already broken down. Absolutely.
Yep. It's pitted and broken down, and to be honest, I'm actually surprised that some of these seals on here, on the front windshield, and some of these other seals actually held up. I was very nervous that once we started pressure washing, that like rubber was just going to start flying off the car, and they held up. And so I think that's a win. Right?
I agree.
Take a little bit of pitting in exchange for a couple good seals. So we still have more work to do. Let's continue. So right now we have this what is this? What do you call it?
It's called blow-by.
Blow-by.
You know, whenever the oil and stuff and it blows by inside, you have just enough on there for it to make it out. That's what this vent's for. And then all your dust and your dirt and the blow-by sticks together and it makes this hard paste on the outside. Yep. And now new cars, you know, it has a blow-by valve in there where you blow by the valve and it goes into the valve cover and those get stopped up, you know. They didn't have that technology back then.
So I'm using a plastic razor blade. What's funny is I'm usually using as lube right now is a little bit of Iron Buster. And it's nice because it's given me enough slickness to cut through this. Jamie's been using our bug scrubber on it to try to go about the safest way. And it's not pulling off. So plastic razor blade, and I'm just being mindful to watch my angle and not gouge it. But once I can kind of start getting underneath an area, it kind of starts building up and I can just slowly but surely start breaking through that top layer. From here, the barn find detail continues, and let me tell you, the exterior was horrible. But now, the interior. So, if I had it my way, I'd grab this thing right here, go up to one of the rat's nests, and I think you can probably visualize the rest. Instead, we are going to continue with the transformation. So, Jamie and Gabe are getting suited up right now because they're gonna be taking the seats out of this thing, which surprisingly, the seats are in killer condition, at least the topmost leather portion of them. On the underside, we have no idea. We're gonna take the seats out, and then from there, we have to dress the carpet because the carpet it's bad. It's like so bad. It's got so much in that carpet, so we're gonna let these guys cook.
First, we actually brushed all the dry stuff loose. Once we brushed everything loose, we vacuumed and blowed our edges to get out all the extra. Then we came in, we mixed our two all-purpose cleaners together and we've sprayed it. We want that to kill the smell and take away whatever the rats have left behind. We're gonna brush that up, then we're gonna vacuum it out and blow our edges. We're gonna let that dry so we'll have something to shoot the undercoating to, so when we lay our insulation and our carpet down, one, there'll be no more smell. Two, it'll have insulation plus sound deadening properties, and it'll give it a good flat surface to lay to. So right now we have started at the back and we're cleaning our pieces as we come, and we're to the back seat on the driver's side. This is the area for that. We're just getting it all cleaned up and broke free so we can get as much of it out of here as possible before we go back with the new.
What are we doing next?
So in the trunk area, we saw that it's all metal, had no padding, no insulation, no throw rug, no nothing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna scuff it up and we're gonna rubberize undercoat it to bring some beautification to the trunk area, okay?
Yeah.
And that way it's protected, it has a little bit of soundproofing.
What steps do we have to take? Obviously you said scuffing it, so Scotch-Brite pad?
Scotch-Brite pad, we need a Scotch-Brite, we need some panel white, panel prep, something like that that's alcohol based.
Yep.
Then we can shoot it.
Okay.
There's not really a lot of taping. We haven't polished anything on the outside. We're not going to be spraying the paint, so because we're not going to be really getting close to the edges.
Yeah.
So it's a scuff wipe and shoot.
Okay, let's do it. I'm excited to learn. All right, Jamie, so we have 2 seats. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna try out some new products. Now, these seats are gonna need more than what we're going to do as far as the scrub demonstration, but as far as seats and cleaning, what do you typically go to?
Oh, I always start out with PNS interior cleaner. Truthfully, that's my go-to.
So we have 2 options, right? So Color Lock have a mild or a strong leather cleaner. I'm gonna stick with Express with a Color Lock brush. And then when we're done, obviously we're gonna use some air tools to clean out the crevices as well. I'm gonna pair it with leather treatment. This one is an interesting product by Color Lock, and its whole job is to keep it supple and clean and smooth and give it some protection. All right, let's do it.
Next, we're going to be working on the bumpers. We're going to be trying to bring the chrome back as much as possible. We're going to be all over the place, but it's actually going to be satisfying for you guys to see this thing to start to take shape. So while we're looking at this chrome, there's surface rust, which is on the surface, and then there's rust that's actually eat through and pitting. This is actually eat through, I believe, from my eyes, but I am getting a little older. So we're going to try to see which one it is and see how we can work with it, right?
So while the boys over here are working on some metal polishing, I'm going to knock out these wheels. So we're gonna be going through and cleaning these. I'm gonna use some magic wheel cleaner. I'm going to use the ADS tire cleaner as well to give those a quick scrub. After everything dries and sets up, I'm gonna go through, probably take a couple different Scotch-Brite pads just to scuff up the paint. I'm gonna finish out with probably like an 800 grit Scotch-Brite pad. And then from there, I have an all-in-one paint primer and 1K gloss enamel I'm gonna spray on them. So they're gonna be white on the faces, and on the back, I'm just gonna shoot them with just a little bit of black. We're gonna try our best with some masking tape, and I still think it's gonna turn out pretty good.
The next thing is we need to figure out what the best pad compound combo is gonna be. So we're gonna try rehab, and then we're gonna use a heavier cut foam pad. This is the Buff and Shine Edgeless Maroon pad. So we're gonna see if this works. If it works, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over and get a ton of maroon pads. If it doesn't, we need to try something different. What do you think?
Got you. I'll be your Vanna.
Okay, so the big thing that we're trying to do is just get it to rejuvenate, give it moisture, and make it pop. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. It's very chalky. You can still see the marring marks, and then as we slowly move over to this test polish, marring marks are still there, but look how much shine it's given to the paint. So again, coming back over here, it's chalky, it's hazy, and then coming right here, it's pretty dang awesome. One thing I do want to do is I want to try one more pad. So we'll do a blue Rupes wool, and again, he's gonna do his, I would say do yours right here in this section, and then let's compare the two.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a major difference.
So there's your original paint. That's what the entire car is looking like. Okay, then we came in, we did a heavy cut foam pad. Looks really good, right? But then you come over here And not only is it clear, but a lot of the defects are more so taken out. So honestly, just based off of that, I would probably say wool is our win. All right, dude, let's go.
Let's get it.
It's been kind of a madhouse in here.
We actually changed the little emblem on the front of the car. We undercoated some of the car. We put a piece of molding on the back window of the car, fixing odds and ends so when it all comes together, it's just really smooth.
The other thing we need to do is we need to do coating. Sydney is coming in and she's gonna apply stout coating. And with her is a local detailer here, Riley, who's wanting to learn how the coating process is for that new product, stout.
We are here just to finish the pretty part of the car today. So we are going to coat it in stout, which is P&S's new coating, but we have to paint prep it first because all these guys have had their grubby hands all over it. So all we need to do is spray it down and wipe every surface with our towels. All right?
Sounds good.
Now that we have the car all paint prepped, we've got the glass ready, everything, we are gonna put on stout. So stout is like freezing time. So the paint's not perfect, but this is gonna be a great coating for this. It has a lot of gloss, a lot of depth, and it's really easy for us to put on. So I'm gonna show you real quick and then we're just gonna knock it out. So we are going to, since our applicators are new, we're going to put it on pretty heavy. And it is a thicker coating, so we want to make sure that the whole applicator's covered. With this coating, I do like to work in smaller areas because it's a quick flash time. So I will do like half this hood, but basically like a 2 foot by 2 foot section. So I always draw a wet line. Where you draw your wet line doesn't necessarily matter. That is just so that you have the majority of your coating in one spot so that when you cross over it, you're dragging that coating through it. So you will notice this goes on a little bit thicker, but what's cool is when we go to wipe it off, it's not sticky. It's nice and easy to wipe off. What direction you go doesn't necessarily matter. We just want to get it on the paint. And then this is about a 20 to 30 second wipe off. So it's not a long time. It might be kind of hard to see, but it will sweat out a little bit. So have some bubbles and then the bubbles mat down. So as soon as that happens, we're ready to wipe off. So I'm gonna go 25% over where I started just so that I don't have any pushing of the product. And my first wipe is what I call just a leveling wipe. So we're just getting all of that extra material that the paint no longer needs off of there. Then I'm gonna come back with my second towel and it's gonna come right off super easy, nice and slick. It's super slick, that second wipe off, super easy. Nice experience. So on a daily driver, this is probably gonna last more like 5 to 7 years. On this car, it's gonna last forever until it gets its paint taken off. We are gonna do this and we're just gonna knock this whole car out in just a few minutes.
Holy smokes, we are finally here. How are you doing?
Excellent.
This Jag looks a lot different from when we picked it up. Mouse infested, it was cobwebs, spider webs, everything you can think of that was on the paint and in the interior we had to do. Now with that, I do have a little bit of a surprise for you. This person that I'm bringing on, I think might give us a good idea and perspective of one, what the car looks like, having it seen post restored, and two, maybe give us a good evaluation.
Okay.
Here he is, the one and only Adam Vitale.
What's up?
Man, what's
Jamie,
up, man?
the man.
How are you, sir?
Unbelievable.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you in person.
Yeah, same. Absolutely the same.
This is a pretty serious turnaround story.
We want you to kind of walk around, take a look at it inside and out, and then at the end, give us your evaluation, and then we'll disclose what we paid for it. What do you think, Jamie?
It's really nice inside. You know, I only saw the shots before of the exterior. I didn't see the interior shots. So I missed out on that, the befores. The outside was atrocious. You had some critters living in there maybe. Are those
And then here.
Are those poops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a look at the center console.
Holy mackerel. Well, this couldn't look like this when you guys started off.
So inside there was rat nests basically all over in this, and in fact, as Jamie was lifting the spark plug wires, they cracked along the way. But there was rat's nests in here, rat's nests on the side. We still have the battery out. We haven't put that back yet.
Does this car run?
No.
1985. It's 40 years ago.
Yeah.
This car just sat for 40 years. That's a pretty meaningful amount of time for a car to sit. The fact that you were able to bring it back to this level.
The real question is, what would you value a vehicle like this? 1960, again, 1960 Jaguar Mark II, one owner family. What would you put? What?
I'm gonna give you the running value.
Let's do that first.
Because getting an old British car to run, you have to be patient and have really deep pockets.
Oh, no.
Anyway, I think that this thing right here, as it is, for someone who enjoys history,
Right.
right, who enjoys something like that,
Yeah.
I think $20,000 to $25,000 is where I think people would come out.
Dang, man.
How much do you think we paid for it?
I mean, you towed it out of some guy's barn,
Yeah.
and you found it. Was it listed?
It was listed on Marketplace.
Okay, it was listed on
I
Marketplace.
I had been looking religiously day in and day out
Yeah.
because that Bel Air fell through.
Yeah.
And this one popped up, and the day it popped up, I basically secured the deposit on it.
Well done. I don't know. Maybe you guys paid $8,500 for it, $10,000 for it, somewhere in that range.
You want to know what we really paid for it?
I want to know.
We paid for this car $3,500.
Well done.
The big thing, though, on this car was just to show people a genuine barn find, like really dirty one.
Well, I hope that when you guys get this car running, that you get it on Bring a Trailer, you're going to see a lot of eyeballs there. There's just such a tremendous amount of interest in, you know, if there's a group of maniacs that are so in love with this car, that community is going to buzz like crazy once there's a car and Bring a Trailer.
Right. Well, thank you, man.
Yeah. Oh,
We
this
really
is a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
I think it's such a cool thing what you guys are doing here. And
Such a surreal thought process on value there. Wow. So I guess next up, we got to get Anthony on camera and get his final thoughts on the car. Yeah. We'll see what he thinks.
So it is time for the final walk around, and I'm here with Jamie to kind of guide me along all the different obstacles and different speed bumps and things like that. Exterior, let's talk about that first. This has been polished, this has been coated. These mirrors, there was only one mirror before, now we have two matching mirrors, and these look awesome, so you're able to install these. This paint, that's probably the biggest surprise to me, is how well a lot of this paint was able to come back in how slick this feels. You could Starsky and Hutch on this thing all day long. You'll slide off and go straight through a wall.
Totally
You know what I mean?
It is amazingly slick, but I didn't really think that it was that glossy of a color. I thought it was just like a cream and leave it, but it's actually almost like a glossy mustard yellow now.
No, it looks really, really good. What has been your favorite part about the exterior?
The favorite part of the exterior.
It's the wheels. He loves the wheels.
Look, I
The
was,
wheels
see,
turned out
you
so good.
stole my thunder, but it was all the time and technique and care we took on cleaning the tires and painting the wheels. I mean,
Jamie,
you shouldn't have stole my thunder, but I mean, that's exactly what I was going to say.
I was hoping you were going to say
it was it. You didn't even have to wonder, or you
putting it
didn't
out
have to
there.
prompt it. I knew what it was going to be.
Interior. Let's talk about that. Let's open
Massive transformation.
Let's open this thing up.
So all of it, or just that side?
No, yeah, we can open up that side. Can we sit in this together?
Of course.
Jamie, this is okay, I can't say a new car, but theoretically, this feels like a new car. A complete transformation here. This is nuts. So what did you end up doing on the wood here to kind of bring back some of the sheen?
So it was really just dusty, dirty. It wasn't sun-baked, dried out. This has actually been preserved really well. So once we cleaned it, we add just a little bit of max shine to it in a spray aerosol can to liven it up. Because it's one of those things kind of like the engine bay. You either have to just kind of clean it and shine it, or you have to strip it and reapply.
Yeah.
So it was one of those that wasn't bad enough to strip it and re-clear it.
So you guys pulled the carpet out, and after the carpet was pulled out, the entire floorboard was scrubbed and cleaned, and then from there, more undercoating?
We sanitized everything.
Yep.
And then we rubberized undercoating everything for two purposes. One, we already had the pores of the metal open because we had scrubbed it clean. So just in case any of the excrement or the pee was still there, we actually encapsulated it with the rubberized undercoating, but it also adds for insulation and sound deadening.
Yeah, no.
So
100%.
it adds a lot of value in doing the rubberized undercoating.
What really surprised me too was the glass, because the inside of the glass was nasty.
It was super nasty.
The outside of the glass was nasty, but the amount of clarity that was able to come back on a car this old, right? With most of this being, I think, original glass, it's pretty nuts.
It is. Once it's running, sky's the limit what you can get for this.
I don't know how many of these cars we're going to be able to restore here in the future of the Rag Company YouTube channel, but I mean, if people love this, and this is a thing, then maybe this is something we have you come back down for every once in a while. Maybe we find something worse, maybe we find something better, because this completely surpassed all my expectations. So guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you so much for chiming in, letting us know what your thoughts are in the comments. Jamie, dude, you're a rock star, dude.
Always good, man. Always good.
You're amazing. So, as always, if you guys love this kind of content and you love seeing what happened here in this video on this restoration, please, please, please make sure to give us a big thumbs up, hit that like button down below, and also hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the future delicious possible restorations in the future. And then, of course, if you want to see more behind the scenes, or if you want to see more of this stuff on Jamie's channel, you can go check out Visual Perfection Official, and you'll be able to find all sorts of other projects. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and stay tuned for more videos right here at the Rag Company.